Good morning, welcome back to the channel. It's Tuesday morning after the bank holiday. We got rained off on the Friday night, so we've had all bank holiday off. Anyway, George managed to get the rape finished, which was a plus point on the Friday, so that's all the oilseed rape drilled and put in, and now just 1 or 2 other cover crops. On the bad side, we got rained off combining, and we've just got a little bit left to do of the wheat and a little bit spring barley, and then we're stood down for a week or 2 weeks while the spring beans matures and some more spring barley. That late drilling after the oilseed rape gets fit, and it's got to have a bit of liquid sunshine put on it, i.e. Roundup. So yeah, anyway, but we've still plenty to do, so we best crack on. George is cracking on with the rape drilling. We're knocking the fields off now. There's only 1, 2, 3 more to go, and that'll be about 450 acres of rape put in then. It's doing a cracking job. Once the oilseed rape has been drilled, we roll straight behind to conserve any moisture before the seedbed can dry out. This also gives it a good seed to soil contact. It is all double rolled, and the rolling goes at a different angle to what it's been drilled at, so that it pulls any soil onto the seed and helps the slots seal up. This is George drilling some cover crop into our lighter land at Sawcliffe, it's sand actually. Just trying the Vadestad drill out after we'd had some welding done on it on the main depth controlled ram, just to make sure it's working properly ahead of the drilling season, what's in front of it. Yeah, and we've got Dave on the 724 and he's using the quali disc, just creating a little bit of a seed bed in front of him to drill into. And yeah, it went extremely well. P-viners finally arrived at the end of last week to take the rest of our peas, the ones that were very late drilled. Well, it's a nice day again. The wind's blowing. Just catching up on the last of the wheat in front of the oilseed rape. George is catching us up, so yeah, we've got to get on. It's a bit late in here. One of our worst fields of this. At least it's in the heat of the day, mid-afternoon. So yeah, and we've got a tree to contend with. We'll go round it. Sure is coming at a fast rate into that tank. You can see down on the floor, but the field is very stony, and I'm cutting as low as I dare, but I'll soon be picking stones up, which isn't good. Right, well, while it's fairly good going in this field I'm in, and it's a particularly long field, I thought you might like to look at the screen, the terminal, what operates the combine and displays all the information on it. It'd be interesting for some of you anyway. So this is the screen what gives me all the information about what's happening on the combine, and I can adjust things from it. So I'll just run through basically what things are. So we'll start at the top. Obviously that's the header, so when I touch that I can alter all my header settings on that side, which is fairly straightforward. Get rid of it. And then I've got my drums there, my APS, and then that's my speeds and my drum and my concave setting, so they can be all adjusted. Then I've got my rotors there, and then I've got my fan and my sieves there. So I've touched my fan and my sieves, and yeah, there you go, your bottom sieve, your top sieve, you can all adjust things. So it's all straightforward really to adjust things. Yeah, if I want to click on my rotors, yeah, done again. Yeah, I've got my rotors, my number of flaps, or what we call bomb doors, what are open, and they're all they're not closed at the minute, both of them are open. So, and the A stands for automatic, so all these things with A on, they're all running fully automatic, so the combine regulates what they do, how far they're open, how far they're shut. I've given the combine some basic criteria about the crop, and then it's adjusting itself now to get maximum output, but it's always adjusting itself. Yeah, this back one here, if you touch it, it gives you a swathing system, which is greyed out at the minute, but when the threshing mechanism is out of gear, I can alter that to chopping without leaving the seed or into road transport. Really handy feature. And then the other ones are below it, they're all for how wide it's spreading the chaff and everything, so very easy to adjust. That's showing me the level of the tank. There's 40% in it at the minute. Obviously to the left of that, we're cutting wheat, it's saying. The moisture is 15.9%, and then that's a useful feature. At present rate of knots and yield, we can travel 500 metres before the tank will want emptying, which is good to judge in different fields. Then on the side there, got the header, and we're running in auto contour mode at the minute at about 40 on a scale. But if we flick the button, we drop into flex mode, and as you've seen, that triangle, the green triangle's altered to the next triangle below it, which is turned green now. So we're dropped in to flex mode, as I say, and the cutting depth, we're right on, we're shaving the deck to pick up a bit of lane at the end. Yeah, to adjust the height from between normal mode and flex mode, all I've got to do on this joystick here is press that one. Press it once for flex and once again to bring it back to normal cutting height. That's really straightforward. Yeah, the box below is how many hectares we've cut today already, 13.82, and then we've got the yield of the crop, which is 11.24 going up. Then we've got tons per hour, which is spot rate, and then the spot rate of 4.67 hectares per hour. So that gives me all that information. Then you've got your forward speed down there, 4.3k. Then we moved on to all the loss monitors. These are the loss monitors in here. So it's saying that my losses are high on my rotors and not much on the sieves. Well, that white line is where we're aiming to drive it to. So we're keeping it in there. And that's showing how many split grains and contamination, bits of straw and that we've got in the tank. That's on the grain quality camera. Anyway, we've got 70% tank full now, and it's gone yellow, so it's time to empty it. Yeah, and this on the far left is my returns. It's what's been sent back to the drum for re-thrashing. So as you can see, it's fairly low at the minute. And above it, well, to the left, to that one first, that's my engine power percentage, what I'm using. So I'm using 56.74% engine power. And on the right, that's my feeder housing, how high the elevator's rising in my feeder housing. And above that is a symbol, yellow, and that is my rotors. With it being indicated yellow, that is the limiting factor, what's slowing it down because of that, because my losses are going up on my rotors. So that's telling me that that's what's controlling my forward speed. So I need to go faster, them losses have got to come down now, they're holding me back. That's where that is, it's showing me my rotors on there as well. They're holding me back at about 48 tons an hour. But it's always the rotors what seem to hold you back, not the sieves, very rare anyway. Then what we got to the bottom here, yep, that's telling me I'm going forward and I'm in first gear. That is showing me tank lids are up. And that one going round saying auto is my steering's working. That's showing my steering's working because it's shading in yellow behind the combine there, so you know it's all good. And then below that we've got the time and the date. So yeah, that's about that. Oh, mustn't forget, that's the camera of the unloading spout looking behind as well. And everything on the combine, like I showed before, from the height to the cutting height, up and lifting the bed up and down, is all controlled from here. That lifts your reel up and down, and everything. That's an emergency stop. Need to stop quick. Let's not let it flex. Want a bit of laid. Then that's your auto for hitting for steering. So it's all been really well thought out, very ergonomic. Fit your hand around it. Yeah, this lever, it makes the combine goes forward and backwards. So if I push it forward, it goes faster. If I pull it backwards, it goes slower. And if you come round into this bit of the slot here, it goes into reverse. So that's how I control my forward speed. And on the back, on top of it, that's for switching me on to make me unloading auger go in and out, and then that's to start it going to empty the tank. That's what switches your combine on and off. That switches your main threshing drum in and out, and then that switches your header. Without getting too technical, then all this is menus you can go on to for setting different things up. So basically, that's how the screen works and what I'm seeing. Yeah, I hope it wasn't too boring or technical for you, but thought some people might be interested in how it all works, basically. Very simply, shall I say. We've got Dave. He's just going around the outsides of some of the fields, spraying between 3-6 metres just to kill some sterile brome off with Roundup. And here he comes with our new little sprayer. Should be going well. The sprayer can be shut off into 3 sections. It's a 6 metre boom with 3 sections. Also, just trimming a few more trees up on field boundaries with the tree shear, so we can get under trees. So yeah, we're busy at the minute. The other day we had a visit from the Opico media team, just to have a look at the Heaver subsoiler seeder unit and to get some feedback on how it was going, and some footage for their marketing videos. Well, this is the last of the winter week for 2023. Last little strip of about, I don't know, 60 metres. So just the spring bar left to finish off now. That's it, finished. And now we've finished all the spring barley. That's ready, as I said earlier on in the week. So we've got some left to cut over the next few weeks. A bit more spring barley and some spring beans. Well, that's it for this week's edition of Video Diary on the Farm. I hope you enjoyed the content. Harvest is nearly there and we're getting a few more jobs squared up. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you again next week.